Hello, Cancer. How are you? Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. This reading will be from the 1st to the 10th of the 8th. We have a few planetary aspects coming into play this week in the next 10 days before the full moon. We have, as of today, Uranus and the North Node line up, which the North Node will push us out of our comfort zone, and in a nutshell, Uranus will amplify it. So where we need to change, that's where the amplification will come from. Okay. We also have Mercury coming in, which will reiterate the way you communicate, the way you how objective you are, the way you analyze things. Okay. And then we have Mars, and Mars will be the kick in the ass that you need to be pushed forward, but just try not to be fiery. Try to watch what you say. Okay. Try to think before you speak. Especially around this time. We also have the 8th of the 8th, which is the Lion's Gate that's opening up, which is a spiritual portal. Now, the spiritual portal on this day is the Star of Sirius lines up with the Pyramid of Giza. And this opens up a portal where you'll be a bit more open-minded to things. You'll see how much you've changed in the last year. You'll put more into practice for next year. Okay. And you'll set the precedents for next year around this time. So let's find out what sort of energy we're going to deal with this week. Cancer finds themselves 10 of Pentacles, very structured, very stable, financially sound, happy. From the past, the World. So you've ended cycles. The bell has rung, as it were, and you've answered that call. So you've completed tasks from the past. Let's see. Mind and heart. Your mind is the 8 of Pentacles. Your craft. Your heart is the 4 of Wands. So we have creative energy here. You have new ideas that goes hand in hand with your work, and you also find your emotions very family orientated, very stable. Things you're in a pretty happy place at the moment, Cancer. That's kind of nice. You're getting things done around the house that emotionally you really need to do. It's kind of like cleaning house, as it were, spring cleaning. The 10 of Pentacles talks about being very structured, very sound, family orientated, enjoying life. Okay? Seeing the finer things. Let's see. Transform. What brings us from the world? What did we transform to get to the 10 of Pentacles? Oh, there's 3. Okay. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. Okay. So we have 2 cards of ending. 10-10 is a spiritual growth. So something transformed to bring you here. And you finalised it. Had to do with the way that other people treated you, breadcrumbing, the way reciprocity, equal give and take. The 9 of Pentacles talks about singularity, being beautiful within yourself, being viewed. She's she's kind of sitting there like she's been photographed, as it were. So being viewed as a very decent, structural person. And I think you're being crucified for that. I think this card doesn't make sense to me because it's the Ten of Swords. But I really think this is what's ended it. In the past, other people have treated you, you have treated them this way, and they have treated you like this. So I think that is why you are kind of being very... See, this man is sitting by himself, whereas the normal Ten of Pentacles, it's a family setting. His family's there, but he's kind of sitting, reflecting on what was, right? And to change that, you've gone into work mode and stabilizing, working out new ways of doing things, working out new ways that satisfy yourself, because this equal reciprocity in the past didn't work for me. Okay, I think you're cutting out certain people, which is what the world is. We also have the Nine of Wands, because I think with this Nine of Wands, she's been cut by the thorn rose, like by the thorns on the roses. She's still trying to get through. She's still got the strength to pull through, but I don't think you're being as nice to certain individuals as you were, because of the situations they've put you in. Healing. The Empress and the Three of Pentacles. Working things out. The Magician. Cancer, you guys are like the nurturers of the star signs, right? So you guys, you're the mothers, you're the mothering. And the Empress talks about embodying those qualities to nurture what you feel is the best way to work things through. Alright? Let's see. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? It's too many cards. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Yeah. You're reflecting on what broke your heart. You're reflecting on what was defended. You're reflecting on who got in the way. You're reflecting on how come there are three swords in my heart. You're reflecting on pulling them out. Right? Who was there, who wasn't. And this goes back to this here. The World card. We have the Two of Cups. The way we communicated, the way you communicated with a particular person, I think there was a situation, could have been a relationship, it could have been something that was a behavior that was resurrected from the past, right? That you saw a different side to. This is a new beginning in love, but with it coming out with the Judgment, the Knight, you've got to see it from an emotional point of view. You must see it from 2 points of view, right? Because we have the Knight running flat knacker, then we have this Knight who has stopped, and we have Judgment in the middle, right? So maybe things need to settle down. You need to see it from two sides, a practical and a theoretical point of view, and articulate that properly. I think you've cut this person out, or this situation out. The Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, please. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles comes out with death. So it's an external transformation. It's arguing. And it's not what you wanted, really. Okay, this is not an ideal situation, but it's the way that you can cope with it. See, we have this Two of Swords, which is indecision. I think you reflecting on things has changed the way you view who you put your love and your time into. The Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles with the Four of Wands at the bottom, so the foundation of your emotion. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Three of Cups. So this is a group orientated thing. Who I give my time to. Is it reciprocated? No, not really. Right? Which is why up here we've cut people off or cut situations out that no longer make us happy. That no longer, you're reflecting on that. It's a pretty good place to be because it kind of gives you an objective point of view. Seeing the whole aspect of both sides gives you an objective point of view. So with the healing, we have the Empress and the Three of Pentacles. I think your burdens are going to get aired, and it'll clear the air, and you'll be able to start again. See, clear the air. There's the World. Cut out what you're committed to. Right, so we have the World and the King of Cups. Cutting out what you're committed to. Please be careful the way you talk to people this week though. Because things that can be misunderstood. And we don't want misunderstandings, we want clarity. Right? This is what you're reflecting on. What direction are we going for Cancer this week? Sacred Pool. I like this card because this card is a very spiritual card, right? It's what you hold closest. My interpretation is it's what you hold closest to your heart. So when you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? The Sacred Pool asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. We are all works in progress, so detach from self-examination made by rigorous honesty. Right? So you must be honest with what you want. Reflect by the Sacred Pool and be at peace with yourself. Right? You're not going to have all the answers come to you when you want them, but they will appear. And I really think that you reflecting on the past will give you an insight to the direction you need to go. So, as an example, it's if you were fiery and fired up and reacted this way, fired up over a situation, then that same situation is going to be examined how are you going to react to that situation this time. Are you going to make the same mistake and be fiery and launch at it, or are you going to take it from more of a different aspect, a reflected view, right? So what extra information for Cancer is there? We have the Hierophant. What do you believe? Stable, stubborn, possessive sometimes, but you're persevering, okay, down to earth. All right, so you need to take on these qualities, take on those aspects. We have the element of spirit. So things from the other side are going to point you in a direction. So there's going to be synchronicity set up for you. So it could be listening to the same conversation or snippets of a conversation that you'll hear 2 or 3 times, but it will be from different people. Okay? There could be a bit of deja vu moments come back to you, like you've been here before. Why have you been there? Analyze that if you can remember, right? It's reflecting. Spirit is going to start showing you what you are reflecting on, and the outcome of you taking that step back and reassessing things. Oh, dear me. We have head of the pack, temperance, and the anchor. So head of the pack is talking about being successful, getting things done, right? Spirit's going to take the lead. Probably as of the 15th, you'll start to see things differently. Okay? We also have, and it will be more of a stable approach. See, this is what this is here. Be more stable. Take a different perspective on a current situation. Okay, one more, please. Okay, I have 2. So we have mature and we have church, which is your principles, developing time. It could have something to do with family, all right? It could stem back from your family that needs to be transformed. Something back then. Maybe you need to take a leaf out of their book, right? But it develops over time, this stability, all right? And it has something to do with family values, consciousness, being aware of principles, your belief system, your traditions, all right? So these could be the things that are being pushed this week. If you're traditional, then you could be pushed a little further out of that comfort zone to become a little bit more open-minded. I hope this helps you, Cancer. Have a good week.